Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Ant Warrior, and yes, we have some more news revolving around Poppy Playtime Chapter 2. Now, if you don't follow the Poppy Playtime news alert on Discord, I would suggest to do it now so that way you're always up to date on whatever's going on. However, we did get some new screenshots and a few gifs that they added in as well. But one of the big things was that now we can officially add the game to our wish list on Steam, which is great because we keep getting that much closer to the release of this game. One thing I didn't expect though was that the game was going to be a DLC for the original Poppy Playtime. I figured we were going to have to buy every individual chapter, which I'm fine with, but I figured it would be its own separate game. I don't know, I think I'm looking way too much into it, but I think it's weird that you'll have a DLC that's 3 times the size of the original game. And yes, that is true, 3 times the size of Poppy Playtime, which it states there in the description for the upcoming horror game. Now, I'll be going over the gifts that they gave us starting with the train station. I stared at this thing for like 5 minutes, but I couldn't really see much in the video. Obviously, they have some toys hanging around in the back, which is from Mommy Longlegs. One thing that it talks about in their description is that the train station isn't called that. It's actually called the game station, where yes, it has the train that will probably take you around the factory like for tours, but it states that it has games, a playground, and much, much more. Now, that is interesting to know because it sounds like our character will have to enter the game station first, then we'll probably be led around to the playground where we meet our caterpillar friend. Now, another thing it adds in is that the train station provides a straight shot right out of the factory. Now, I am assuming that this will be the goal of the game, to get out of the factory. After probably blacking out from awakening of Poppy once we let her out of her box, our character wakes up and has to figure his way out. Their original goal was to figure out what happened to the missing employees, but after getting chased by an 8-foot monster, I'm pretty sure our character wants to leave the facility. So I believe we will have to complete puzzles and other things to get the train up and running again. And the next gift just shows us a video of a flower plant and a big grappling thing in the back. However, that's not what I wanted to talk about. What I do want to talk about is the fact that they gave us an official name for our caterpillar friend, plus a brand new character that we'll probably see in the game. So now we have Bunzo Bunny and PJ Pugapillar, which off the bat is a terrible name. Like, I know they said they're making PJ scarier in the full game, but with a name like that, it doesn't sound scary. But I also know these names are not supposed to be just because they're supposed to be toys for the kids. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like a mouthful for me. However, it's big news to know these two characters because now we know one of the other characters we could be running away from or that we have to fight off. But what can we expect from Bunzo Bunny? I mean, when you're thinking of terms of a bunny, I'm assuming he'll be really fast or he'll have really high hop and leap ability, something like that. I have no clue what to think for this character, but it just makes me even that more excited for this game's full release. Now, the other gifts aren't that exciting in terms of their description. Like, we already knew with the green hand that it'll be used to transfer powers without any wires, which I think in general is a cool concept. The whole grab pack thing is a great concept. With us swinging, it does confirm that in this picture they sent us that we do have to swing across. However, everyone assumed that we would be using our green hand to do that. But from this gift, we clearly see us using our blue hand. So maybe this was something we could do all along. Or maybe we have to find some type of upgrade that allows us to do this. And then the last one is just us going all the way up the spiral staircase, which once again, we're using our blue hand, which we've seen before. Now, these were very helpful in terms of us knowing that much more about the upcoming game. However, it is time to look at a few screenshots that they gave us. So in this first one, it seems like we're in some type of room with a giant Brawn, and it looks like he's the guard of this area. So whatever we have to do, or if we have to get past this area, it looks like we'll have to make sure that we do not get spotted by Brawn. But that's already confirming 3 characters: Bunzo Bunny, PJ Pugapillar, and potentially Brontosaurus. That's what I saw that potentially could be his name, that we might have to face off before we even get to Mommy Longlegs. In the next one, you can see we have our green hand charged up and that we're in some underground place that has tracks. Now, this might be confirming my theory that we're trying to get to the train running up, so that way our character can leave the facility, or instead, we are following the train tracks to try and lead us out. Now, with our hand charged up, that just means that we're probably, whatever we're doing here, we'll just have to connect it with whatever puzzle we have to do. Now, in the last one, it looks strange because we're most likely in an underground facility where they have all of the pipes and wires that connect to the stuff all around the building. But as you can see, it says we're in Bay 09, which could mean we have to go to different bays or sections to complete certain objectives within the game. And with all the webs all over the certain places, it is safe to assume that Mommy Longlegs knows about this section. But that's all what we got for today. Like I said, I'm really excited for this game's full release and to what the future has stored for this franchise. I just hope Mob Games takes their time and not to rush these chapters for an easy penny, but to give us a great horror puzzle game with hidden lore all over it. Now, like I said, that's all I'm hoping for. They can deliver, but like always, guys, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.